Hi guys, so we'll be presenting another variation with this use of iBeacon technology. What we're going to try to do is put in place iBeacons at a zoo. So our view of this app is giving you zoo from your view, meaning that we're trying to do more of an exhibition play on this use of iBeacons. We're going to place iBeacons at various exhibits at a zoo, and then you'll be able to get information from that exhibit directly to your phone. That's kind of what our app is going to be based on. That's why we bring you Ziew, the zoo from your view. So to walk you through this, we're going to give you a presentation today that gives you an idea of how we came up with this idea, to give you an idea of kind of who we are as a team and what led us to this concept, making use of iBeacon technology. And then from there, we'll go on to actually explain to you the iBeacons at use. So when you're at the zoo, how exactly will this iBeacon technology be used to your benefit when you have your iPhone out? And then we'll kind of show you the future of this app as well as this idea in general, and using these iBeacons in kind of different variations of this kind of concept that we've come up with. So with that in mind, we have one team in which we have developers and designers. It's kind of how this class is set up. And so we came together and we had this idea of using the exhibitions and kind of looking at iBeacons and putting them in place at exhibitions. But there's a lot of different places you can do that. So how did we pick Zoo? That's when we kind of looked in on what is this technology that we're looking at. iBeacons are used so that you get information exactly when you're at a specific place. That means that when I'm looking at the tigers, I would get information about the tigers directly while I'm there. That's how this technology would be the feature of our app, and that's why we said, let's use the zoo. That's how we led to our main concept, our one concept design of using iBeacon technology at the zoo. When you go to a zoo, you have a lot of different options to choose from. You have a lot of animals to go to. They're spread across the entire zoo, but you want to get information about all of them. So we kind of looked at a way to give you all that information based on the 3 E's. That's the core functionality of our main app. That gives you the main idea of why we came up with this concept and why we created all the pages that we did, all the designs that we have, all the development functions. Those 3 E's are ease, explore, and experience. Let me walk you through some of those a little bit. Ease is this idea of giving you an app that's easy to use, an app that anybody can use, whether you're 7 years old and you're looking at the tiger to see what his name is, or you're 30 years old and you're taking your family out and you just need to get away and still get some information. Ease gives you a chance with our app to get all the information that you need on your phone without having to go to a crowded placard or using a QR code, anything like that. You get to use iBeacon technology that gives you a notification on your own cell phone exactly while you're at that exhibit. That's why we have ease as our number 1 principle. We then move on to explore. When you're at the zoo, you want to explore, you want to make sure that you get the information about animals, you want to learn more about them, you want to get that information, you want to be able to explore while you're visiting the zoo. That's the main idea behind this app, that you're able to explore the zoo without having to go out and go to that crowded area, without having to go and actually push through the crowds. You can get that experience, look at the animals, and also get information about them and explore exactly what they're about with your phone in your hand, which then leads us to our final experience. We wanted to create an app where we use technology in a way that actually enhances your experience versus cluttering it or inhibiting it. So with this idea, you're actually going to be able to use your phone in a way that doesn't take away from your experience at the zoo, but instead enhances it, because it gives you a chance to actually get more information that's easy, quick, simple, and it allows you to explore and enhance exactly what you're doing while you're at the zoo. To see what this exactly looks like, I'm going to hand it over to Aaron, who's going to walk you through the iBeacon.
Thanks, Sapna. So how does the iBeacon work? With Ziew, we wanted the animals to be front and center. So wherever you are in the app, or if your phone is even in your pocket, we wanted the information to be easily accessible. We come up with a notification system that's the standard notification system. When you're within range of an iBeacon exhibit, we have a notification that pops down from the top. It says, "You're currently near the tigers. Would you like to go visit that page?" You can tap that. As you know, if you're familiar with the iPhone technology, those disappear pretty soon. Now, we wanted that to still be available to people, so we incorporated the upper right link in the middle there. It says tigers right now. It would say whatever exhibit you're near, whether it's the dolphins or the tigers or the bears. And you'd be able to click on that and be taken immediately to that animal exhibit page. If it's in your pocket, maybe you're actually looking at the zoo, you're looking at the animals at the zoo. What a concept. You have your phone in your pocket. When you get to a new exhibit, pop it out of your phone, you get a notification, and it says, "Would you like to visit this exhibit?" If not, no worries. Keep looking at the bears, the tigers, the animals. That's the basic functionality of the iBeacon. Now, to move along to our badges system, which has a marketing component, first of all, we wanted to give our app a little bit of personality. So we have these illustrations, and we use them throughout the app. They're on the maps page, which you'll see in a minute. They're on the animals list. They're on the exhibit pages, and they're on the badges page. You earn a badge by going to an exhibit. It's very easy, it's automatic. You get within the near range of an iBeacon, which is about 2 meters away, and you automatically get the badge for that exhibit. So it changes from a grayed out badge to a full color animal illustration. They're fun, they're playful. We came up with names for each of them, like quizzical gorilla and stoic lion. And they just give our app a lot of personality. In addition, if you take your completed app badge list collection to the gift shop, perhaps you can get a coupon, maybe even a physical explorer's badge from the gift shop. So it draws people to the places where the zoos would like them to be, the animal exhibits and the gift shops. Lastly, just to walk through the entire app, we use standard navigation wherever possible. That involves navigation across the bottom, tab bar navigation, and title bar across the top, aka the nav bar. The bottom navigation consists of the map icon, which is what you'll see as soon as you go into the app. That has the badges again that show where the animal exhibits are. And one of the most important things at a zoo is being able to get around and see these exhibits. So we thought it was important to include a map function. Next up is the animals list, which you can swipe through. It's alphabetical. And it also includes the badges, shows whether you've gotten those badges or not. Click on it and you're taken to the animals exhibit page, which is in the center top there. Next up is the badges, which we've already talked about. Finally, we have a connect page, which has our social media integration and information that people might like to see about the zoo, such as hours of operation and a phone number and the address. Finally, at the bottom, we have our iBeacon functionality again. The link in the top right, no matter what page you're on, it's throughout the entire app, and the notification, which is a standard iOS notification.
So this is kind of what we have in mind for our zoo variation of this app, but when we wanted to look at the future, beyond just looking at in the concept of the zoo, we wanted to see where else can we apply this app. At the core of it, it's an exhibit app that's easy, allows you to explore and gives you an enhanced experience, but we can actually send out a survey to see where else would people want to see this app, in which we found the top responses to be at museums, music festivals, or in a city or campus tour location, and the top a response that we actually received was that 75% of our respondents, so they'd like to see an app like this in a downtown area where they can actually get information about where they are downtown, what's happening, the business, things like that. And that's kind of what we would hope to be our next step, to kind of imply this kind of same concept that we have with Ziew and give you other things from your own view. But for today, our basic concept is of Ziew giving you a chance to use iBeacon technologies at the zoo, providing the zoo from your view on your very own phone. So that's kind of what our idea is. Thank you so much.